You guys lumber down the streets towards the eastern part of town. Rump, rump, rump. Drawing closer to the smoke where you can see that the Obliterator and Bingle and possibly Sasha are fighting your fellow countrymen, or what's left of them. You don false mustaches as you go and just enough makeup to trick them once again. Soon you can just make them out as little specks.
All right, fellas, follow my lead. I'm gonna take them out of town.
Potato Soup lumbers up next to them. The Obliterator gets ready to attack. He assumes a fighting stance.
Wait, we're friends!
Sasha goes, "Oh yeah, they're not wearing the masks like these other guys."
Yeah, no masks.
Yeah, masks would make it easier for you to dehumanize and kill us.
Exactly, we would never wear a mask.
Unless we were doing carpentry, fine particles are very dangerous for your lungs, and you should always wear a mask when doing carpentry.
Who are you guys?
We're all that remains of the Dark Nation resistance. Follow us if you want to live.
Where are you going?
Out of town, over there. Just come with us, come on.
Bingle, Obliterator, and Sasha exchange looks and then shrug and follow you guys as you run out of town.
Okay, get behind some rocks or something and then bring them in. Come on.
Okay, they pack in behind the rocks.
Throw a field of darkness over us.
Oh, hey, I can't see.
That's good, neither can they. We're just a dark shadow in the rocks. They'll never find us.
Well, it's unnerving. Can't we, go somewhere where we don't have to do this?
There's no time.
Who are you guys? Bingle demands.
We're the resistance.
I wanted to call us rebels.
Some call us the rebels.
We're so focused on the cause that we didn't think of a compelling name.
Well, we had some good names, and we were going to put them in a hat and do a raffle drawing, but then there was all the fighting and everything like that, so the rebels are just a placeholder.
So you guys are the rebels against the Dark Nation government?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. We are in dire straits, and we need a forward thinker like you, kid.
Oh, happy to help.
Good! And you'll take initiative, too. That's also what we need. A child who will take initiative. There is nothing better for winning a war than a 12-year-old.
Oh, actually, I'm 13 now.
Even better! You're just now starting to hit puberty, and in a terrible way. Conflict is within you and will soon be out of you.
Well, that's not how I'd give the puberty talk, but okay.
And you, a very, very large man. I believe we had a prophecy about a very, very large man, didn't we, La Arabia?
Am I La Arabia?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a prophecy. We spoke to a seer and everything, and they said a very big man who came from the Earth Nation would save the Dark Nation.
A seer told you that?
Yeah, very wise. They lived in the woods and spoke to the trees.
What about me? Sasha asks.
We got nothing for you.
But
yeah, absolutely nothing. I think I would remember, like, a girl, being a thing.
Yeah, no girls.
No girls in the prophecy, sorry.
Sasha goes, hold on, how do we know that these guys aren't fakes?
Because if we were fakes, we would try to rope all three of you into believing that you were prophetically chosen to help us, and we're not doing that. I'm sorry to exclude you, little girl, but you're not part of the prophecy. You can help, or you could go home, or whatever.
I didn't say I wanted to go home.
Yeah, but you are upset about the prophecy
I'm
thing.
not.
We can see that.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You were just saying that you were gonna go home.
I said I wasn't gonna go home.
But you can, though, if you want. We only need the boy and the big man.
No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna help.
Fine, if you have to.
I'm staying!
Big man, small child, are you both okay with this?
Well, I mean, she's been with us for this long. What are we helping you do?
Well, you see, large man who I've never met before, over in that palace is the Dark Lord, and he has completely flipped his lid and turned the nation upside down. We need to stop him somehow. And you and this child who I've also never met are the only ones who can do it.
Maybe the prophecy just didn't mention me. I'm part of the group.
I think the prophecy would have mentioned if there were 3 people. It only mentioned 2.
Well, what's the prophecy say we do? And Bingle goes, hold on. I'm really sorry, but we actually came here just to rescue my light dragon. He's about yay big. I don't suppose you've seen him. Last I heard, the guys that stole him were taking him here.
A light dragon. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, the Dark Lord's evil servants did come in with a light dragon not very long ago. I don't know. Guys, do you think that maybe they took the light dragon to the palace? It seems like a logical place to take a light dragon.
That's where I'd take him.
Actually, I don't. Can I speak to you for a minute, Paul Merson?
Yeah, what's up?
Actually, if Bingle just goes to our house and creates a great big distraction, a lot of the guards will be led away from the palace, and then we can go in and maybe rescue your mom and kill the Dark Lord before this gets any worse.
You know what? Yes. My friend here, Laura, he said that he actually saw that they left their carriage out of their house near the palace, and that they had not yet started unloading it, so probably your light lizard is there.
Well, that's all that I came for.
Well, prophecies are tricky things. They're very vague. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe The prophecy just needed you to go get your light dragon, and you just do exactly what you came to do, right? And we'll attack the palace while you're doing that. And that'll split the guards. You'll create a bunch of hullabaloo, and we'll create a bunch of hullabaloo, and we'll both achieve our missions without too much trouble. What do you say?
Sasha says, well, wait a minute. How do we know that What exactly are we doing?
Okay, you were just attacking the front gates of the city. Do not act like you weren't already committed to attacking the city.
That is true, but I had a problem with that plan in the first place. Bingle goes, I thought it was a good plan. And the Obliterator goes, yeah, that's the best plan I could come up with. I'll just flex these muscles and bury everybody alive.
Okay, so all we need is for you to just keep doing what you were gonna do, but now you know where you're going, and you go there. And everybody's happy. Prophecy solved. Congratulations.
Yeah, good job. We knew you could do it.
It seems kind of easy for a prophecy.
Prophecies are like that. You can't not have them come true. If you try to resist, then they come true anyway. It's just prophecies for
And you guys are sure that I wasn't part of the prophecy?
Yes, you weren't in the prophecy. Okay, the way you get to that house is you're going to go over here, then go up the hill, take a left, take a right, whatever. I explain where we live.
Okay, so we're going to attack, and we're going to take the light dragon, and you're going to attack on the other side and split their forces.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, when do we attack?
Well, we will loop around and go to the west gate. You attack here at the east gate in 1 hour. How's that sound?
Oh, that's quick. Good, I won't give them time to rebuild after all the destruction I already did.
Exactly. Okay, all right, get to your positions. We will go around to the other side. I will catch up to you.
Okay. The Obliterator gives you a thumbs up, and then waits for you to say anything to stop him, and then kind of leaves, and he turns around, looks back, and then he keeps going because you don't say anything, and they're going to wait for an hour and hopefully not get caught in that time and then attack the city.
Okay, so what's our actual plan?
So I'm thinking we just let them lead, and then after they fight everybody ahead of us, we'll come in behind them and, just make sure that they take all the brunt of everything and we're not exhausted or have to fight anybody.
I like that I'm not doing all the work for this plan. I'm not even going to argue with it. But what if they get killed?
Well, then we'll retreat and make a new plan, I guess.
Won't we just be caught up in the attack, though?
Nah. We'll break off before we get up to the main palace road, and then go around, climb up over the walls, and we'll go in while they're fighting everybody.
Okay.
So, then you guys wait an hour, I suppose, and trusting you, the Obliterator commences the attack. And he basically goes back to doing what he was doing before you stopped him. He attacks the city, and inch by inch, man by man, he kills his way to the middle of the city and then starts killing his way north, leaving behind wreckage and fallen debris and knocked over houses in his wake. Eventually, as he's progressing up the main road, you guys split off, and because everyone is dealing with the Obliterator, they're not really looking for you right now. You get to the palace walls, and then,
I just magic leap my way up to the top and then throw down a rope for everybody.
You do that, and you guys climb right over the walls.
What now?
I don't know. I'm thinking on the fly. We destroy the temple.
The darkness one?
Yeah. I assume it's empowering the Dark Lord. Or scrambling his brains, or something. You destroy the temple and all this stops.
So you hope.
Well, we stop one malicious element of it, and that's good for the nation at the very least.
Yeah, and if we break it, everybody will probably come back because they're all trapped inside it or something.
That's very storybook, but it could be.
And maybe a genie will grant us 3 wishes.
All right, primary objective, find and rescue Mother. Secondary objective, destroy the temple. Tertiary objective, kill Dark Lord Derek.
I take issue with the order of those. Kill Dark Lord Derek probably ought to be at the top.
We have no idea what the chain of command looks like now, Lowry. We gotta destroy the temple because if someone follows in after him, then this'll just keep going.
Okay, but save your mom should be tertiary objective.
If my mother were here, she would have something witty and mean to say to you right now.
Maybe that's a good reason to have her be a tertiary objective, Paul.
She is still my mother, Lowry.
Do you guys think my parents are dead?
Oh, no.
I mean...
They probably got out fine. I mean,
They've
they
got
have
a keen family sense for danger.
Yeah, I'm sure that they saw it coming and got out.
My dad is very stubborn. He would insist on staying.
Let's not think about that. All right, primary objective, destroy the temple. Secondary objective, kill the Dark Lord Derek. Tertiary, save my mother.
Okay, good.
Well, you guys make your way into a side entrance in the palace, and the place is virtually uninhabited. Most of the guards have run out to go deal with Bingle and the Obliterator, so there's no one in here. You weave and turn down the hallways on your way to the temple, until finally you come into a large hallway, and standing in front of you is none other than the Dark Lord Derek himself, and two men, one on his left and one on his right. The Dark Lord says, "Paul, did you really think that I wouldn't see you running around my home? Have you changed your mind and decided to come back to work for me? I can only hope you did."
Well, sir, we've considered the offer.
You're too scary.
And I'm sorry, but yes, you frighten us.
Paul, I tried to explain. You don't have to be frightened of the void. Everything just is as it is. It's infinity.
Well, I can't grasp infinity, sir. It's too much.
Your mother changed her mind.
I don't know what you mean by that, sir.
She's joined with the void now, with everybody else. All of us are just waiting now for that world that's meant to be.
Sir, we're gonna destroy that dark temple.
Paul.
No, it's done bad things to you. It's messed with your head. It's made you weird. We can't keep having it.
Paul, come on. I've heard other people say this and they were wrong. I remember my advisors, they told me not to do it. And look at how they turned out. Wrong.
No, I think you should have listened to them.
Paul, I executed them. I executed them for arguing with me. Are you gonna make me execute you?
I don't really want to do this, sir. I think if we destroy that temple, you might go back to the way things were. Maybe you'll see clearly again.
The only one who's gonna see clearly is you, Paul. You don't have to go in there alive. Once you're in the void, you're in the void. And that's all that there is. Guards, try to take him alive. I need him to see and to help me achieve my vision.
Nope. Pop a guard up into the air with my wind powers.
Before they can do anything, Elvis throws out his arms and zoop, tosses a guard into the ceiling. We are in combat. It's the top of 12. Lowry.
Is the floor made of stone?
Yes.
Open a hole in the floor so the guy falls through it and lands on the bottom floor.
You open a hole and the guy falls through it. Oh my god, Dark Lord, help me! Dump. Paul.
Pull out my bow and twang, shoot the other guy.
He's an airbender. Whoosh! He deflects the arrow. Elvis, you started with a surprise attack, so now you get to go again.
Grab the second guy and just throw him down the hole.
No, 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 no! Dump. The Dark Lord says, "Now, gentlemen, they were just trying to help." Then he holds out his hand, and Elvis, your mouth opens involuntarily, and a bunch of darkness streams out of your mouth. It feels kind of gross, but it doesn't hurt. The Dark Lord takes the substance in his hand and then just kind of, rolls it into his fist, and it's gone. Then, Lowry, he turns to you, and the same thing happens. You lurch forward a little bit, and then he rolls it away, and it's gone.
Oh, what was that?
It is now your turn, Lowry. What would you like to do?
Open a hole beneath the Dark Lord.
All right, you go and try to feel the earth, and nothing.
Uh-oh.
Your bending is gone. Elvis!
Try to throw the Dark Lord into the hole.
The same goes for you. You summon up, you make the moves, and then nothing. You just look like you're doing a silly interpretive dance.
Oh, hold on. I must have misstepped.
I took it into the void. I can take all of you into the void, one step at a time, or all at once if you prefer. Paul, it's your turn.
I don't want to go into the void, Dark Lord. Sir, please.
Paul, it's fine. I could start with your senses or your mind first, and you wouldn't even have to think about it.
Is that what you did to my mother? Is that what you did to the city?
You're still not understanding what I've done. You don't realize I've returned them to their state of perfect potential.
You just rolled them up in your fist like that and they're gone.
There's no gone, Paul. Gone's not real. It's I can't explain it. You have to see it. All right, Paul got him talking for a little bit. Lowry.
I don't know what to do without my bending.
You're at a loss. Elvis.
Grab a knife and just throw it at the Dark Lord.
Okay. And you hit him in the heart. He stumbles backwards, clutching at the knife. He goes, "Oh," and then kind of falls down and flops over and goes limp.
Sir?
He does not appear to be breathing.
I threw a knife in his heart and he just died?
Well, that'll kill a guy.
Go check his pulse.
The blood is pooled beneath him, and there's no pulse.
Well, gods. Just like that.
I suppose even kings die like regular men.
We ought to say a few words.
Here lies King Derek. His reign was great, until it wasn't.
Poor Dark Lord Derek. Poor mother. Whatever that temple did to him, we won't let it do it to anyone else.
Right. That's one objective down. Now let's get the main one.
All right, make our way to the temple.
You arrive at the temple, and there it is, open wide. You can see nothing but blackness beyond it. There's no indication that there's anything supernatural about it, except for that you can't see the end beyond the gate.
Can we close the doors?
You can. You close the doors, and they latch shut.
Okay, is there like a loose candlestick or stone or anything that we could use? Lowry, does your earthbending work?
Try to bring the roof down on top of this thing.
Nothing. You've got no powers.
My bending is still gone.
All right, get out my sword and just start whacking away at this temple.
The temple is made, I should note, out of orichalcum, which is a type of metal. So you whack and you whack and you whack, and you do put chips and dents in it, but eventually your sword breaks because it's thinner and the stuff is heavy.
Lowry, Elvis, go out and get some rocks or something heavy.
You guys go out, and falling back on the chimp instincts which have served you well, you beat and you pile on and you smash it with rocks until eventually you knock the base out and the entire thing collapses, leaving a pile of what you hope to be inert orichalcum. The scrap metal that you see before you would be worth a fortune if anyone were stupid enough to buy it.
Grab, like, a reasonable-sized chunk of it. I'm gonna take this with us.
Why?
Because someone is gonna be stupid enough to buy it. And if a piece of the temple is missing, sold to who knows where in what country, they'll never get it back together again.
Let's go outside. Maybe everybody came back.
You guys take that chunk of the temple and you head out the main gates, as there's not really anyone to stop you. You look out, the sun is starting to rise, but the city is empty. There's nothing left to do but head towards the gate that you came in, on the east side. There you see Bingle, Sasha, and the Obliterator, and they've got your old cart all hitched up. The horse-noceroses are ready to go, and Bingle's got his light dragon. He waves at you and he goes, "Hey, it's the Resistance! How'd you guys do? We didn't see you attack from the west."
Yeah, well, I mean, all we had was knives and arrows and stuff. It wasn't nearly as flashy as what you guys did.
Oh, well, check it out. We found the cart that they came in here with, and they left everything in it. It's ours now.
Ah, great. Okay. You know what? Hoist the orichalcum into the back of the cart. You guys should take this.
Whoa. Is that orichalcum?
Oh, yeah. Got it from the king's personal storage when we, overthrew him.
Sasha goes, "You guys killed the king?"
I mean, he was old. It didn't take a lot.
I bet it was a huge showdown. Did you guys have a bender battle?
We're not benders.
Oh. Well, we had a great big dramatic battle with some guy named Galahad, and he had all kinds of crazy powers. Oh my gosh, I'd never seen darkness power so strong. We would have lost, but I figured out how to copy what he was doing just before he got me, and then I used his own powers against him, and I took his bending away. What?
Well, we've got a lot of cleaning up to do and everything, so you guys should go far away.
Yeah.
Thanks for fulfilling that prophecy. You know, we're gonna write songs about you.
Still, though, Sasha says, I wish I knew where those guys who stole the light dragon went. Oh, I got so much I want to do to them.
Hey, well, you know, if fate needs it, I'm sure you'll find them. Pat the horse-noceros on the flank. Safe travels, you two.
There's 3 of us, prophecy or not.
And you guys too.
You want us to take you guys anywhere?
Nah, we gotta figure it out from here. Thanks for coming by, strangers.
All right. Best of luck to you guys, too. All right, horse-noceroses. Yeah! Sasha, Bingle, and the Obliterator march your cart towards the east into the sunset.
Well, there goes a lot of our stuff.
Well, we can scavenge some things from the town before we leave. Where do you guys want to go? We've been to every nation in the world. Which do you think is your favorite?
You know, I kind of like the Water Nation. And Paul, you had that girl.
We can't go back there. We owe them a great big debt.
Oh, right.
I like the Earth Nation. I want to see more of the fighting.
That would be great, Elvis. Except for you stabbed a bunch of Pyrite Syndicate guys.
Do you think they know that was me?
You know what, fellas? I've got an idea. What if we go back to the Light Nation and we move into that town of women, dressed as women?
Well, wherever you go, the road's open to you, and there's nothing but infinite possibilities.
Well, that was fun, Mason.
Yeah, I had a good time.
That was a long one, though.
Yeah, and actually, I've got another long one that I want to do if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, we could see how it goes. What's the premise?
Okay, it's Dungeon City. An entire city has been built around a dungeon that constantly creates new monsters. You kill them, you farm their stuff, you sell the scrap for money, and it's grueling work, but it's a living. Of course, the entire thing is rife with politics, crime, bribery, and other kinds of malaise. All you guys have to do is make some typical adventuring types who think that they're gonna be the exception to the rule.
All right, I think I got a character in mind already. Get excited. And that was Chosen Ones. For those of you following along as these are released, sorry for the long gap before the finale. I got the COVID and it messed me up for a while there. It is not a friendly illness for voice acting, nor for energy levels for that matter. But anyway though, I hope you enjoyed it because it was a big long campaign and that was the first one that we've done. It's funny because these games, they're actually based on real role-playing games that I do with my friends. And we did play this campaign until the end of the Water Nation, and then we actually started playing a different campaign, and all of it was just kind of made up from that point on. However, the next story that's about to come up is the campaign that we went on to play, and we finished that one. I really enjoyed the character dynamics in it, and I hope I can do it justice. I hope you guys will tune in for it, and that you enjoyed this one as well. If you can, and if you'd like to, support on Patreon really means a lot. You can support me on Patreon under Don Somewhere. You can also find me at donsomewhere.com, along with a bunch of other stuff that I've done over the years. It helps me keep the lights on, and it makes it possible to keep doing this stuff, so a huge thanks to those of you who are supporting. And if you're thinking about supporting, then please. Once again, that is Don Somewhere and donsomewhere.com. Sometimes, if I get things done ahead of time, I post early on Patreon, and otherwise just put my musings on there and talk about the games that I played and whatever. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and that I'll catch you for the next one.